everybody. Christopher, what are you doing? A live Instagram? I don't know what he's doing over there. You guys, welcome to YouTube. And for those of you who are joining us live on our Facebook channel, I want to welcome you as well. Now, during your Facebook show, I've got my computer up. You can chat with us if you have any questions for Christopher Church, is joining me from Effie. If you have any questions for me, please be sure to go ahead and send us a little note. Just make a comment below our live Facebook, or the best place to shop is on our YouTube show. So if you go to the link below this live broadcast, or if you go to my Facebook page, there's a YouTube link. The great thing about shopping on YouTube is you can watch the show, you can chat with us live if you connect or subscribe to YouTube, and you can shop the show just below as well. So we want to thank you guys so much for joining us. The first 15 minutes, we're going to sit back, relax, and talk to Christopher about Effie. And then in about 15 minutes from right now, our Silver Obsession guests, Sam Bentham, Dominique Denois, and Cheri Marcus are going to take us from Israel to Bali to Mexico, and we're going to give you sneak peeks as to what's going to happen in our Silver Obsession event that kicks off tonight and throughout the course of the day tomorrow. But first of all, Christopher Church joining us with Effie. First of all, tell us a little bit about you and how did you get involved with Effie?
Oh boy. I got involved with Effie about 2 years ago. What's cool is one of the gentlemen that is friends with Effie, known him for about 26 years. And I called him because I designed my own jewelry, and I always had this passion to be in design and fashion and style. And this opportunity came up talking with my friend, and I was like, you know what? I want to do this. I want to go on TV. I want to talk about Effie. I want to travel the country, and it just worked out. Between me and Mr. Effie, we get along very well. I get along with Benny. He's the president of our company, and working for a company like this is something else because his designs are so different and so unique, and I'm that person that's going to bring it to you. It's just so cool.
And I want to show you the first design that we're going to talk about. The great thing about this YouTube show is we're going to show you items that we call our extended assortment. So these are very special items that are either one of a kinds or few of a kinds, and everything in the show are few of a kinds that never make it to air because we have so few of them. So we're going to introduce them briefly, and then if you have any questions, we'll take your questions as well. So the first item out of the gate is a very special few of a kind. There are 4 pairs of our Effie gold diamond earring done in white gold. You are looking at 43 points of beautiful HI diamonds. So there's 78 diamonds, and that kind of swirl in front of and then behind the earring. And then there's a matching necklace that we also have available for you. This is really right up Effie's alley because he loves creating one-of-a-kinds and few-of-a-kinds for celebrities, right?
Very different. Definitely runway friendly. Something like this you would wear to a formal event, wear to that, you know, hey, a premiere of a movie. You know, something like this that's what they wear. They wear something that's different. Now, this is the alternating style. This is not your typical hoop. So as you see as it fits, how it comes together is very obscure because it's a continuation. It's like you're seeing the whole earring. You're not seeing a closure of the back. So I like it because it has an artistic value. But to me also, you have an Art Nouveau style piece here. So you're getting a wreath. The wreath always stands for, if you look, it's a celebration. So you're looking at a wreath here that gives you that look, or petals of a rose.
I love that. All right, so we want to give some shout outs to some of our special ladies joining us. Sandra, Cold Spring Legay, you can give us a call if you want to. She's on Facebook. We have Ramon joining us, and Donna, and June, and who else have we got here? Oh, hi from Texas, Donna. Hi. It's good to have you with us. If you have any questions for Christopher, certainly let us know. If you have any questions about Effie, we'd love to hear what questions you have. And if you are on our YouTube channel and have not subscribed yet, you actually have to subscribe, or what they call connect, in order to actually do the chatting. You can watch and you can shop. There are all the items that are going to be coming up a little bit later in this show with Sam Bentham, Cheri Marcus, and Dominique Denois as well. And by the way, this link, if you see something you like, you can share this link with your mom, with your sister. And the great thing about watching on YouTube is you can rewatch over and over and over again.
Oh, how about that?
And the prices stay as the prices are on YouTube if you order on the YouTube channel for the next couple of days.
That's a benefit.
On our website, they do not.
Oh.
But on the YouTube channel, they do, which is a lot of fun. So we're going to share with you a necklace that will work back to this beautifully. It's a part of the Classique collection, 14 karat gold. The necklace features 38 diamonds for about 1.5 carats, which means Oh, darn, they're all big diamonds, right?
Yes, yes, they're all big diamonds right there.
We have 3 of these necklaces available. Hi to Becky Wright, who is one of our fashion guests here at Evine. We're thrilled that Becky is joining us today. So there are a lot of different collections that Effie builds to create the larger family of Effie. How many designers do they have? Do they have designers all around the world that kind of complement their team?
You know what it is? There's always influences there.
Okay.
But Mr. Effie, as you see him there in his office on his with his sketch pad, or he's by the computer, he has people that work for him to help him out.
But he's the primary.
But
he's the go-to guy,
He's
right?
the go-to guy. He's the guy with the vision. And remember, everything started with him. We started back in 1979 private labeling. So we were designing for other jewelry designers.
Okay.
We really did. That's what we did. That's how we got our recognition. Back in the early 90s is when we took on the Effie name. It is a person, because a lot of people I get that asked, they said, is Effie a real person? I'm like, yes, it's a real person.
He's an amazing person.
Right,
yeah.
right, because his name is Effie Himalayan, and if I tell you that he brought all these incredible creations just from his images in his mind and just that artistic view. He has an engineering background, so when you see a piece like this, you see the ingenuity in his piece and you see that artistic look as well. So you get both effects. That's what I like about it. So if you have any questions for style or fashion or the look of our pieces, please log in.
And hello to Rose from sunny California. We're so thrilled that you're joining us. The great thing about doing these YouTube shows is, number 1, you can share them. Number 2, you can communicate with us. Number 2, they always live on our YouTube channel, so you can go back and watch them. But we're able to do pieces that are far more limited, far more exclusive. Oftentimes you're able to do one-of-a-kind pieces. In this necklace, for example, because of the size and stature of the diamonds, only 3 pieces were available to bring to you. So you still get your value pays. You can still take advantage of the 12-month financing on the Evine credit card if you would like to. And do we know for sure, is the Effie line going to be on the cruise again this year?
From far as I know, we are. I mean, but you never know. The last show we were on, I had no idea that I was going to be on this Effie cruise. My mother called me, and this is a true story. My mother called me and said, "You're going on a cruise and working?" And I said, "I had no idea." I said, "Because I've never been on a cruise in my life."
Oh, that's awesome.
And I never was big with boats.
Right.
And this is a true story. So she was like, "You're going on a cruise?" I said, "I am." I said, "I had no idea." So I went. So I'm sure we're going again because they haven't told me.
Right.
Yeah, if they told me that, I probably wouldn't be going, you know. So.
Yeah, and just so you guys know, the monitor's too far away for us to read the YouTube one, so that's great that you're giving it to me. So Coffee Diva is on our YouTube channel. We want to welcome you. If you have any questions, guys, you can just read it to me in my ear. We're going to move on next to something that would have worked beautifully in our tuxedo collection that we just had on the air. It's a part of the Caviar collection. I have 2. This is a brand new ring. It is only available on YouTube. 2 rings available. We talked a lot about in our live show a few hours ago about the 3-dimensional quality of Effie's design. And I think it's because he was kind of an engineer or architect at trade that none of his jewelry is flat. It all comes to life beautifully in 3D.
Because remember, is a flower flat? I mean, that's what I can say. A flower's not flat. A flower is about life. You see the texture of the petals. You see that it's raised above. You see the bloom of the flower. That's what Mr. Effie, when he creates the pieces, wants to give you that 3-dimensional look. He wants to create pieces that are lifelike. So you get that look, you get that style, but at the same time, the ingenuity comes in the comfort.
Right.
Because a lot of jewelers, if you ever met a jeweler before, they might be an incredible craftsman, but they don't know about how a fit is supposed to be.
Exactly.
Because they think of the style, they don't think of the fit. So the customer is always important with Mr. Effie, and that's one thing he does. He always tries to create pieces that you see, that he could see on you, and that you could wear.
By the way, we do want to say hi to Kelly. So many of you joining us on our
Kelly.
Facebook Live. We're thrilled to have you with us. Keep in mind, we are also on YouTube, and you can find that link on Evine's homepage, Facebook page. You can also find it on mine, which will allow you to ask any questions that you might have. You can also, if you're shopping with us on YouTube, you can chat with each other. Feel free. You can also forward this YouTube link to anyone that you know that might like to watch the show or shop the show. Maybe you see a piece that your mom would love and you want to send the show to Dad.
Screenshot
Send it to his, and you can subscribe to us as well. If you subscribe to our YouTube channel, we will give you notifications every time we have a live YouTube show.
Wow.
Which is a lot of fun.
They get a heads up.
Yeah, you get a heads up.
You get
ahead
a
of time.
jump on the sale here.
And hello to Chelsea Love, who's loving
Great
the
name.
beautiful Effie today. So you're not going to be back until Diamond Day. Diamond Day is really the biggest events for Effie, and that's in November sometime, right?
Is it right before Thanksgiving?
I think so.
Yeah, so right before Thanksgiving, we'll bring you some more special pieces, and I'm glad that today happened.
Yeah.
Again, we didn't know if the show was going to happen, so this is a fortunate opportunity to buy some different Effie pieces that you don't usually see, and also the pricing was really good.
Yeah, and it looks like Rose actually has forwarded our YouTube channel to her
thank you,
friends
Rose.
before, which is
I
kind of
appreciate
fun.
that.
By the way, if you're checking out all the silver that I'm wearing, my silver guests are waiting in the wing. Sam Bentham, who brings you pieces from Bali. Dominique Denois, who does a very sophisticated design line from Tasco, Mexico. And Cheri Marcus, passage to Israel, who brings you pieces. They're going to give you some sneak peeks as to what's going to happen in our Silver Obsession event, which kicks off tonight and goes 24 hours. We'll let you know when they're going to be on the air as well. And Lynn Rogers, yay! Hi, Lynn Rogers. Welcome to our Facebook. And again, for those of you on YouTube, start chatting. You can have a lot of fun chatting together. All right, so we're going to move next to my very favorite stone. I'm a little partial because I have 2 July babies at home, so this is their birthstone.
Okay.
And my husband just happens to be a hot, fiery Capricorn. This is the Capricorn Zodiacal Stone. This is the biggest rock of the show. This is a massive 95-point Mozambique ruby, a 7x5 with 42 magnificent diamonds, all done in white gold. How did we pull that off? $7.99?
You know what? It's unknown here because whenever you see a PC for Effie, you like that PC. I just made up my own word.
I like it.
When you get a piece for Effie under 1,000, just grab it. And something like this, the Mozambique ruby, incredible.
kidding.
No, it's fiery. Look how rich that looks on you.
Well, and Effie is known as the king of color. Can you kind of explain that to us?
Well, you know what it is? It was, I think it happened at one of the shows in Vegas.
Okay.
So we always have this huge booth, gigantic booth,
Yeah.
you know the booth. And people come by and they see it. We have every color that you can imagine in our booth because to create different styles, you do need different colors. You know,
Gotcha.
if you're a bridal designer, typically you only work with colored diamonds. Us, we work with semi-precious, precious, earthy gemstones, you know, even with that jade. Did you see the jade we came out with?
Yes.
So when you see a piece like this, it's very rich. It has to look a certain way when it comes to Mr. Effie's designs. And this piece is very formal. So if you're looking for that little touch of class and style, this is definitely a piece that you would really enjoy. Now, what size, we own this, the ruby, because this is incredible.
I'm sorry,
for
what was
under
that?
the size of the ruby here.
Oh yeah, that is a 5x7.
It's a 5x7.
7x5. It's a 95-point
So
Mozambique ruby.
So just for a carat,
Yeah.
a ruby should be anywhere between $1,500 of something like
Wow.
this. So you're getting gold, diamonds, and you're getting a ruby for under $800.
And hello to Gerald Wolf, who is watching us on our YouTube channel, and to Ray Hendricks, that is on our Facebook page. We're actually broadcasting simultaneously live on Facebook as well as on YouTube. For those of you on Facebook who have never joined us on our YouTube channel, it's honestly the best place to shop because you can watch the show, you can chat with us, ask us questions, you can chat with each other, and you can also shop the show. You can scroll down the page and see some extended assortment items that never make it to air. You can also forward our YouTube show to your mom, to your dad, whomever you want to. Also, the prices on our YouTube channel on these specific items stay the same for a couple of days. Any of the pieces that we saw during the show earlier, live on air, those prices all go up. So it's a great place to really shop securely. Now we have one more item to share with you, and then we're going to take a tiny little break, just a couple of seconds. We're going to let Christopher go, and then we're going to visit with our silver guests who are a part of our big Silver Obsession event at Evine all day tomorrow. Ooh, look at this beauty. Now, I'm going to warn you, anything in this color combination sells out every single time that Christopher is here with Effie. I have only 3 available for you, sizes 6, 8, and 10. 14 karat rose gold, 42 diamonds, a 1.3 carat aquamarine in the center. That aquamarine is a 7mm square cushion and 2 genuine tanzanites, each 70 points for over 1.4 carats of genuine tanzanite. This combination, every time you have it on the air, it completely sells out.
You won't see this all the time,
Yeah.
and especially in pink gold. Usually this is
True.
a ring. Every designer, when you see a piece like this, always uses white, because the designer in his mind, he's thinking of basing his design on the aqua. So he puts it in white thinking it's white, you know,
Right.
with the blue. With Mr. Effie, he wants to offset the color, so he uses pink. That pink enhances everything around it and creates this illusion of a nice violet shades of blue, and with the tanzanite, that also brings it out too. The white diamonds, remember, it's a canvas. So when you put a color on canvas, what's it do? It pops.
Right.
So you always want to have those little touches of diamonds going around the gemstones, because that creates fun. It creates life. It helps you appreciate the color gemstone there. That's the color of tanzanites that you want to see. You want to see the ultraviolet, which the Pantone is the color of the year, is the ultraviolet.
Now, these earrings we won't get to. There's only one pair available. Gigi, hi Gigi, is on our
Gigi.
YouTube
Hi,
channel.
Gigi.
She's wondering what the quality and grade and the clarity of the diamonds are. Gigi, it really depends on what the piece is. In this particular ring, HII1, some of the one-of-a-kinds are quite elevated.
right.
So it really does depend on
SL1.
what particular piece you get from Effie. But on this ring that we're talking about right now, HII1, if there's another specific piece you want to know about, let us know. It looks like Rose is a March baby and absolutely loving the aquamarines as you see them here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The great thing about Beryl is its clarity, and when
Yes.
that aquamarine is so clear, you really get to see the sparkle in
Well,
it.
that's how you get to appreciate it. And I love the cut on it. That cut, for me, is one of my favorite next to a round.
Right.
That cushion style cutting, because it really shows you the quality of the gemstone. Remember, when you see an aqua, it doesn't retract light like a diamond, so it has to be cut properly.
Right.
And a cut like this, that's where you're getting the look from. You're not getting a retraction of light, you're getting the cut and the facets that comes in the hand cutting and the faceting of the gemstone.
So for those of you, whether you're watching us live on our Facebook stream or on our YouTube channel, I want to remind you that Effie's product lives online on our website 24/7 at evine.com. That's evine.com. But typically the special pricing is only done when Christopher's here. He's not back until November's Diamond Day. But you can shop that boutique until you drop right now. I want to thank Christopher so much for joining us. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take just a little bit of a musical break. Just a couple seconds, long enough to let Christopher head out and to bring in our silver guest to talk about what's going to happen tonight, tomorrow during our big Silver Obsession event. Sam Bentham, Cheri Marcus, and Dominique Denois coming up in just a minute. Everybody, welcome to to both our live Facebook stream as well as those of you on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, you need to find a way to get there because you can shop, you can chat with us live, and you can watch the show as well. And you can find that link both on Evine's Facebook and on my Facebook. My name is Kendy Kloepfer. We want to welcome you in. So here's what's happening. Tonight, a big event kicks off. It's a 24-hour event. It's for those of you who are really obsessed with silver. And we have three of the most incredible guests that are going to be joining you throughout the course of the night tonight and into tomorrow as well. And I'm going to start with the ladies first. Dominique Danois, who was also celebrating her third anniversary this visit.
That's right.
Happy anniversary to you.
Time has just flown by. I can't believe it's been 3 years.
Isn't that incredible?
It is.
With a collection all done for you by hand in Tasco, Mexico. Cheri Marcus. Everything designed and built for you in Israel with Passage to Israel, but you have other lines as well, right?
I do. Golden Odyssey.
Golden
Our
Odyssey.
beautiful 14-karat gold from Israel.
Which we'll talk about.
We will.
And then Sam Bentham, who kicks off our today's top value tonight. It's the bangle that I've been wearing. Most of your pieces brought to your customers from Bali, right?
That's right. Amazing place. And I love to share this story and, what these amazing artisans do for you.
And Sam's going to be kicking this off tonight at midnight Eastern time. So the first thing I want to do is, before we get into our first time, is ask each of you what it is that you love about silver. Why is it that you like working in silver, Dominique?
It's an affordable metal in the sense that you can make very large pieces, which you can't do in gold.
Right.
And it's malleable, and it's reflective. It's the most reflective metal, and I love it.
Yeah. What about you, Cheri?
I think because it is so malleable, it is just the ability for the designers to create beautiful, beautiful work with such detail. I think it's much easier to do with sterling silver than any other metal.
Yeah.
And the detail that come out of it is just incredible. I love it.
Sam, what do you think?
And it's so affordable, so dynamic. You can do so much more with silver than any other metal.
Right.
And just
And you can give us more, too, so you,
you
get
can,
the weights that we
you
love.
can get.
Well, and you're able to change designs all the time.
Yeah.
Like you're always, coming up with new looks and new designs because it's so easy to with sterling silver, and there's always something a little different that just makes something pop.
And you can
Right.
make it,
just really
you
pop.
can texture it.
Yeah,
You
which
can
I
set
love.
stones in it. It's just so adaptable. It really is.
Right.
So we're going to talk about some of Dominique's pieces. We're going to give you some sneak peeks that are coming up. So Dominique has her shows coming up. Let me see. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. Eastern, right?
Yes.
Early in the morning is her first show, and then shows throughout the course of the show. But I want to talk about this first earring right out the gate. It's a gem-layered earring. It's a little sassy. It's very dangly. And ladies, you can choose your choice of either the black onyx, the carnelian, the pink coral, or the sodalite. We're going to be traveling the world with these people over the next couple of minutes, from Israel to Bali to Mexico. Why Tasco, Mexico?
That's a very long and involved
That's all
story.
right.
So
That's-
I
we
will
can
go
chat about it.
kind of quickly.
Okay.
We were there on vacation.
Okay.
I saw all these wonderful little stores down the street, and I said, okay, now wait a minute. This is some of the most beautiful jewelry. I am a woman. I am a sculptress. I love jewelry.
Did you
What
call yourself a
more?
sculptress?
I am. That's what I studied.
love that.
I studied sculpture, and these are my little sculptures. So the rest is history. It started off as just being there by accident. And why Mexico versus other countries that I imported from? I think they're some of the finest silversmiths in the world. I really do. It meshes with my sense of design. It meshes with what I love to do with silver.
We want to say hi to Sandy, who's watching us on our YouTube channel. And again, if you have any questions for Dominique, if you have any questions for Sam Bentham or for Cheri, we're live on Facebook. We can see your comments. We're live on the YouTube channel as well. Also, keep in mind that we're only giving you a little bite, a little taste. So maybe you're watching this 2 days later. That's the beauty of YouTube, is you can rewatch the show. If you're seeing an earring that you love, you can actually share this link with your mom, or share it with your dad so he can buy it for mom. Anyway, all of the prices on our YouTube link are active for the next couple of days. You can also discover all of these brands on our Evine page and shop them 24/7. So Dominique's brand it's named after you, Dominique Denois, right?
Dominique Denois Designs.
All right, fantastic. Talk to everyone a little bit about the style. How would you classify the style that you bring?
I like to call it wearable art.
Okay.
Okay, and it's designed for a woman who wants something unique, something different, not something run-of-the-mill. And I think that if you look at my entire line, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's definitely not something you're going to find going into any other store or on any other lady unless you bought it on Evine. And it's got a lot of movement. That's my thing. I don't like anything static. I love movement. I like dimension, sculpture.
Yeah. And that's the same with both of you. All of your pieces really have movement. In fact, you do your rolling rings, which are so famous.
My spinner rings.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, the spinner rings that spin. I mean, I don't go anywhere without them. And so many of the ladies write in how they love the spinners. Every, you know, whether it's the all silver or whether it's gold plated or whether it's a gold spinner ring or, you know, anything about it with gemstones without. It's just, it's calming.
It's like a worry bead.
But yeah. Well, yeah, it really is very calming, and yet it's so beautiful that, you know, people compliment you all the time on it.
And you all work in gems. I know gems are really important to you, Sam. What is it that you love about working? You almost like working with gemstones more than you do the
You know,
designs,
I
right?
started traveling Orient, especially for gemstone, about 40 years ago.
Okay.
And then later on, like I discovered Bali about 26 years ago. It was just like, for me, it was an eye opener. And when I discovered Bali, I saw these amazing artisans. And in a way, you viewers help them continue their way of life, because within our lifetime, the younger generations don't like to sit down and for a whole day to create one little ring, or for a week to make the complicated bracelet, and they don't have the patience. They want to go discover the rest of the world, and
You just hit on a very important thing.
it's very hard all over. All our artisans
It's
are.
almost like a dying art, and that frightens me.
It's challenging because they prefer not to forge the silver and not to sit down, you know, put all their energy into sitting at jeweler's bench. They want to go have their freedom.
Are you finding
But-
the same thing in
Oh,
Dominique?
absolutely, because
In
in
Mexico, yeah.
Tasco is the silver city in Mexico, and they don't go to school to learn the craft. They learn from their father or their grandfather. It's passed down from generation to generation.
Right.
And a lot of the young people, they see the cities out there. They see a whole different life, and I'm worried about that. I really do.
Are you seeing the same thing in Israel?
I
or
don't
not so
see it
much?
in Israel.
Really?
No,
Isn't
in
that
Israel there are
fascinating?
so many design schools and so many universities that kids are going to, and they're learning different types of jewelry making and different types
wonderful.
of craftsmanship. And it's like, you know, you see the excitement in them when they're first going into the school and when they're coming out of the school. And, you know, and that's when I speak about the different designers that I work with. And some of them are a little more, you know, into the real oxidized sterling silver, and some use gemstones. And everyone has their own take on what they want their jewelry to look like. And what I love, and I think that's what's funny about sitting with these two fabulous people as well, because each one of us has fallen in love with the country and the designs that we work with. And they're all different, but and all beautiful. But it's all very artisan and very different than what you see anywhere else. So it's
Exactly.
interesting sitting with them and listening to their take on things, because I think we all feel the same way. We love silver.
I want to share with you Dominique's next ring. And again, Dominique will kick off her silver obsession journey tomorrow at 8 a.m. Eastern, and has shows throughout the course of the day. By the way, you can find our program guide on our website at evine.com if you wonder when Cheri's going to be on, when Sam's going to be on, when Dominique's going to be on, or just call in sick to work tomorrow and just watch the whole day long, right?
You can even see when Kendy's going to be on. Look up posts, and it'll tell you.
So in this ring, you have a choice of either, I believe it's amber, let me see here, yes, your amber, your moonstone, or your onyx. Do you have a favorite stone to work with, Dominique?
No.
No, okay.
No, I mean, it really depends on the design. I love to work with onyx because I love the black with the silver just pops. It's like that yin yang, you know, black and white story. So I like that. Amber, it's 40 million years old. If you look at that, there's no two pieces of amber alike. Even the little bubbles in there are 40 million years old or so, you know? And moonstone has that incredible iridescence. So each stone, and I think Sam and Cheri probably agree with me, tells its own story. Right. So it really, and this is an example when you asked about my line, it's bold, it's shiny, it is simple, yet the work is very difficult to do.
Yeah. it's absurdly affordable. I mean, and a lot of you I hear when you watch on YouTube, when you watch on Facebook, you're like, well, is ValuePay still available? Heck yeah. You can absolutely use ValuePay during our YouTube shows, and these prices stick. These prices are good for days and days and days on the YouTube channel, which is a lot of fun. So again, Dominique celebrating 3 years. We'll be back tomorrow morning, which is Tuesday morning, and I know you're watching at all different times if YouTube is still playing, and that's going to be at 8 a.m. Eastern on Tuesday morning. So we're going to move over to Mr. Samuel Bentham next, who's been with us for a couple more years than that. How many years are you
Just heading
celebrating?
to 20.
20
Been
years.
Just been here
It's
for,
amazing.
you know.
Oh my God, I remember.
flies.
It's been an amazing journey.
Yeah.
You know, not only, you know, just traveling to Bali, coming here, and all that, all that's around it, like going to shows like Hong Kong. We were here 2 weeks ago for a Hong Kong show, and then Tucson, and you know, discovering gems and finding amazing designs with it for them, and it's.
And Sam, say hi to Dot on YouTube. Sam,
Hi.
Dot is watching on YouTube. Let's talk about this bangle. So this bangle is brand new. You're getting first dibs at it. So during these YouTube shows, we get to give you sneak peeks, which is a lot of fun. Sam, by the way, is kicking off our Today's Top Value tonight at midnight Eastern at evine.com.
With
and
one
the
of my best.
big pearl bangle that I've been wearing all night long is going to debut as Today's Top Value.
I tell you, I'm known for my twisted cable bangle.
Right.
The reason I'm known for them, these are done and created and crafted unlike anything else. You can, it's extremely labor intensive. I was counting the steps that goes into making any one of those two bangles. Hundreds of steps.
Wow.
You know, from pulling the tubes and adding the nuggets of 18 karat solid gold to the surface of the silver, and carving and chiseling the amazing elements of designs. You know, what makes Setspe, you know, my pieces aside, you know, is elements of designs that been in Balinese culture and in Orient's jewelry making for thousands of years. We make this type of jewelry old-fashioned way,
Right.
using basic primitive tools and techniques that have been around for centuries.
Isn't that incredible? Do you find the same thing in Israel
Absolutely.
and in Tasco? They really are following the generations before them.
No machinery is used in any of it's all hand tools.
Yes.
And I've been to Bali, and I know what you're talking about. It's a beautiful, beautiful island.
Have you
It
been to
is.
Israel yet?
Yes, I have.
Good. We have to get you there next.
No.
Okay, put me on the boat. Let's go to Israel, Bali. I've been to Tasco though.
Isn't it wonderful?
I
Tasco's
almost
fun.
feel like I'm on a Greek island when I'm in Tasco because it's all cobblestone streets and white buildings.
It's a French
everywhere.
colonial town, by the way.
Right. Isn't that amazing?
Incredible.
So if you want to learn more about these beautiful handmade works of art made in Bali, Sam's going to be here throughout the course of the day tomorrow. It's our Silver Obsession event, which is Tuesday. He kicks off today's top value, which is the pearl bangle that I am wearing. And you've got a pearl show. A Gem of the Sea show
That's
tomorrow morning,
right.
which is, I think I wrote that down, that's going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, right? Is that all pearls for the most part?
Most shells and pearls and corals and you know,
Okay.
gems of the sea.
Okay.
You know.
Nice.
And by the way, if you're looking at the watch that I'm wearing, yes, we're going to talk about it with Cheri in just a minute. It's from Israel, but it also incorporates a gem of the sea, a beautiful mother of pearl dial. Here's what I love about the team of artisans that bring you this incredible line, is that when you wear them and talk to people about them, it's like you yourself have traveled the world and picked up all of these incredible gems in terms of works of art.
And there is no compromising quality. I know Cheri's work and your work, these are all about finest material, finest workmanship, and attention to detail and quality. And then the last thing is the value.
Yeah.
You know,
No
if
kidding.
the value is what you want. And,
I mean, look at this ring.
Sure.
By the way, Sam, Gigi loves your dragon bangle, and we should tell a story about that because it was exactly
Best.
1 year ago, actually a little less than 1 year ago, it was last September.
Yeah.
So you were out of town, you were traveling to Hong Kong or somewhere, and I sat down.
Somewhere.
He's always somewhere.
I'm
I
joking.
sat down in New York, in Long Island, with Sam's
Oh,
wife.
you were
Do
at
you
our
remember
office
that?
and I was traveling and
I was in the office and I sat down and I saw this dragon bangle. And I said, oh my gosh, my
Oh,
male
wow.
customer is going to love this.
And-
So I took pictures and I posted it. And this is the great thing about having you on our online community on social media, is because I posted it and I said, guys, what do you think? Well, guess what happened? All the girls said, hey, what do you mean, guys? I want it in my size. So I was able then to go back to Sam and Netta
Yes.
and say, you know what? The ladies are kind of mad at me because they want it too. And the women were able to get the ring and the bangle both,
yes,
right?
And they love it. I get so many compliments, so many emails and letters about the.
So we
the
really
dragons,
listen to our customers,
and
don't we?
you were, you were the one made it happen.
Her eyes saw it. They keyed in, and that was it, right?
That's it.
Started the dragon mania. Okay. Now, I'm going to let Sam talk about this, but first of all, I want to get the women's input on this, because when I look at this, I just think about what an incredible gift for mom on Mother's Day. Isn't it? I mean, the imagery of this piece. What's your first impact? What's the first thing you think of, Cheri, when you see this ring by Sam?
I think about family and love. When I look at it, I see two birds kind of putting their head, to me, it's like two birds putting their head into a pond of water and being together in there. That's what I look at.
I tell you, I've been blessed to witness miracle of the nature. You know, in our backyard, we have this nest for years that the birds come, the robins comes, and they put that robin egg blue eggs in there, and then you see them hatch, and you see them, they bond together and keep them ourselves out, and they're robins, and you know, it could be cardinals for you, it could be sparrow, or whatever it is. You know, it could be your story, and then they hover and protect. And you know, when we go, me or Neda or one of my kids go close to the nest, they watch from far away. They come and
Dive down.
Attack you. It's
They
like they're
come and
attacking.
jump at you.
I had a
But-
beach house once that they did that. The birds just came at you. If you
came
go
at
near
you,
them,
and
oh
they
my
just-
God, it was so
But this one is a
scary.
Sleeping Beauty turquoise, and that there's a nugget of gold for the magical moments and the magic that you create for yourself, seeing the miracle of the nature.
We have
And,
somebody that's on. Rose said that she's seen Dominique's sculptures, and Joanne loves the watch. Joanne, if you hang on for just a minute, Cheri's going to talk about the watch. That is an Israeli-made piece for you. What's the first thing you think of when you see this ring, Dominique?
Peace. There's something very peaceful about it.
I love that.
And I am very influenced by water as well. And that is, like Cheri said, it does make you think of these birds coming to the water.
Isn't it beautiful? Everything done for you by hand, these three-dimensional sculptures. Now again, Sam has a big launch tonight, which is Monday night. I know some of you are probably watching this days later on our YouTube channel, but on Tuesday we have our Silver Obsession show. This piece, in case you're watching us live right now, the Mabe Pearl Bangle debuts as today's top value, midnight tonight Eastern. You have a show, right?
That's right.
Okay.
And then we have choices of colors. We have the gold. We have two new colors.
Okay.
Golden,
And more gems? Go ahead.
Golden and green, and we have the classics like white and pink and peacock.
So we traveled to Tasco, Mexico, which is my favorite town in all of Mexico. We then went to Bali, which I've yet to get to, need to get there. Now we're going to go to Israel with Miss Cheri Marcus. How long have you been celebrating your collection on Evine?
7 years now, a little over 7 years.
We blinked and it went by.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. It's like a minute ago, I came here and was like, well, this is my passage to Israel. These are the designers. And all of a sudden, it's 7 years later, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Now
And we
you
just keep coming up with new items and new pieces and new collections and different looks. And, you know, it's just been a lot of fun.
Now, you spend a lot of your time in Israel looking for specific artists to create magnificent pieces. You love that part of the work, right?
That is definitely a big part of what I love, yes. I love seeing fresh faces and seeing their kind of opinion and, you know, their take on jewelry and their different looks. And, you know, that's what I love. I mean, when you look at this watch, and, you know, I immediately think of an Ohad because, you know, he's the one that really, he lives in northern Israel. He lives by the water, by the Nazareth. Which is so funny to me because, you know, like you'll go to Lake Minnetonka, I'll go to, you know, the Long Island Sound, and he goes to the Galilee. You know, I mean, it's so funny. He goes to the Kinneret. I mean, it's just, you know, it's bizarre. It's like everything we grew up, you know, learning about everything.
So much history.
There's so much history, and they really kind of, you know, put it into their jewelry. So when you wear the jewelry, it's not only just beautiful, beautiful pieces of jewelry, but it's also really, there's history being told in every one of the pieces you're wearing. Because as Ohad's, father and grandfather were Holy Scripture writers, he lives near the water. He designs pieces based on the beautiful reflective aspect of the silver. So he made a beautiful watch like this where I put him together with a watchmaker, and he came up with a beautiful, that kind of tapered bangle going all the way around, but you can see the hammered finish on each of the panels. So you could really feel like you're actually looking at the sunshine reflecting off the waves. And that's what I see when I look at it, and that was exactly what he wanted to design when he did design this.
It almost looks and feels like you're wearing something truly ancient. It's a beautifully crafted timepiece, all in silver. It is done for you on value pays. Yes, you get value pay when you shop on YouTube. By the way, I just want to mention while I'm remembering it, if you scroll down the YouTube page, you're going to find at the very bottom some pieces that say that they are Golden Odyssey. These are also Israeli designed pieces, but in gold. And I'm actually wearing one of the spinner rings that was a runaway hit and sold out during your last Golden Odyssey show. There are a couple in stock right now. So you can click on the link, order it if you'd like to. You can go online to evine.com. But anything that you see that's a part of the Golden Odyssey collection is also Israeli designed, right?
It is. It's designed by a woman named Michal or a man named Yuval. They both are. They're my two designers for Golden Odyssey. Only two for Golden Odyssey.
All right.
Very different.
And those are the two collections you basically have on our website right now,
Yes.
right? All right.
That's correct.
By the way, Sam, and I forgot to mention this, if you scroll down the page, you're going to see some beautiful, genuine stingray items. Those are a part of Samuel Benham's collection. Sam's wife, Netta, also has a Soho boutique, which is all one-of-a-kinds on our website. They're not noted here on YouTube, but you can go online to evine.com and look at Soho Boutique. Talk to us a little bit about these stingray pieces, Sam.
These are my handbags. I'm making it. I have this connection in Thailand. He's a stingray, uses the genuine stingray of exceptional quality. Anything in this caliber quality, thousands of dollars more. I have seen it out there, but when I had this contact and I never bought a piece of that, and it's a handbag is one of the her clutch to go-to clutch for her, and the quality is to die for. It's the finest, genuine stingray that you can find on surface up there. The quality, the value, and this is.
What fun! I love this for holiday
and
gifts.
And the colors are amazing.
Incredible.
No two of them are going to be exactly alike, and what we have there are more like one-of-a-kind pieces.
Wow. Well, we're going to go back to Cheri and talk about this really fun bracelet.
Yeah.
Layering is in, layering is big, and the great thing about Cheri is she brings you genuine gems. She brings you handcrafted silver. She brings it all the way from Israel. How she pulls this off, I don't know, but whether you choose amethyst, of which I only have about a half dozen available, or black onyx, or blue howlite, or the green, actually this is not blue howlite, this is white howlite, $48.99. Do you see the women in Israel also layering their jewelry?
That's how I started layering my jewelry.
Is it?
Yes, because when you go there, you see women, you can attest to this, being there as much as you were
That's right.
there.
I was there a few
Women
weeks
wear
ago.
All the way up,
four rings, 7 bracelets or bangles up their arm, multiple layers of necklaces, am I right?
That's right. That's
It's
right.
also very tribal.
Yeah, but so it's so funny because it's very trendy here now in the States, but I mean, it's been like that in Israel forever. So they're Liat was a designer that really started me layering because I used to look at her and I just thought she looked so cool. Like everything she put on was just it just worked together, it just looked great together. So yeah, I love this.
Is this a Liat piece?
No, this is actually Zohar.
And tell us a little bit about Zohar.
By stacking, you create a more powerful look.
Right.
And I love the jingle.
Yeah, the jangle. All right.
I was about to say, I actually really like this whole thing
yeah,
together.
the way it is
Passage
now.
and
They
Sam
all
together
go,
work. Yeah.
I'm completely digging the vibe here.
It looks great.
So Zohar.
Zohar, so Zohar is one of my newer designers that I brought here. The name Zohar actually means bright light in Hebrew, and what she does really is, everything is very bright. Her gemstones she uses are bright. She uses pearls that are, very gorgeous luster. Everything she does just has a lot of pop to it, and it really matches her name. And you could kind of, you see it in her personality when you meet her, but you really see it in her jewelry when you wear it. So every one of these pieces has the gorgeous faceted beads, but it also has gorgeous silver work all the way around, which is something that, you know, for Passage to Israel is so important. You know, the gemstones are kind of, I won't say secondary, but we started really being a silver line. And then gemstone came to be, you know, part of it.
You know, I want to thank you guys so much for joining us both on Facebook Live and on YouTube. I know we didn't get to chat as much with each other. This is the first time we've done a format with multiple guests. Let us know if you like it. Let us know if you'd like to see more of this. And for those of you who on Facebook, you may want to figure out how to go onto the YouTube link to watch our YouTube shows. If you, what is it called? When you subscribe, we will notify you when there are future shows coming up, so you get like a little email about it. That's the only reason why you want to subscribe, is because you'll get notifications, and then you can also chat live with us. So if you would like to forward this to a friend or to a family member, you can share this YouTube link. The prices on our YouTube on these particular items will stay intact for a few days yet. If you subscribe, then we'll also notify you of future shows. So I want to give you the rundown. Silver Obsession starts tonight with Sam Bentham, the Today's Top Value, beautiful pearl bangle, midnight tonight Eastern, all right? Then he'll be back tomorrow for Gems of the Sea tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern. Sherry's first show kicks off in the morning, Tuesday morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, right?
That's correct.
Passage to Israel, and you can look at the entire collection online at evine.com. Dominique Denois starts her 3rd year anniversary, yay! And that's going to be at 8 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. So I hope you've loved this. Comment on our Facebook if you like this format, or let me know. You can certainly send me a note as well. But in the meantime, thanks so much for showing
Thanks,
up
Kendy.
and have fun.
It was fun.
It was so fun.
This is,
It was so fun.
you're pioneers, and we are just the guest here.
All right, enjoy your Silver Obsession Day. Bye-bye.
Bye.